So my name is Randy Miller. I'm a plastic surgeon in Miami, Florida, and we are lucky to be doing a lot of regenerative medicine cases where we are taking scar tissue, which is otherwise considered to be incurable, and we're using the stem cells from fat, and we're using the plasma products from PRP, combining those to get rid of the scar tissue. So Yaren, he had his injury in 2022. He came to us in 2023, and we did a treatment with stem cells and with PRP, and he got a dramatic improvement. And he, the patient, is actually coming today requesting to have a second treatment. So it's very, very impactful for him. And I think it's important for you to just kind of hear it from the patient. So he had a severe industrial injury, a burn injury to his hands. And basically all the scar tissue is kind of like melting away, and he's doing a lot better. But he still has some residual scar tissue because of the severity of his injury. So that's why we're going to go back and do a second treatment today. We're going to be using a Nanofat, which is a product from adipose tissue that we process and with FDA compliance. And then we're also going to use the M-Site PRP system, which is really the state of the art. And for the first time ever, we're going to be needling using the Dermapen, which is a great technology for microneedling. We use it a lot in cosmetics. We're going to use it to introduce biologics into the scar tissue itself from the top down, as well as putting the biologic underneath the scar itself.
So the great thing about this device is we use really thin needles. We're using a 33 gauge needle, and there's 16 of them. So what you're getting is really good penetration and pushing of the biologics into the skin, but the needles are physically breaking up that scar tissue. So if we just did stamping with the device, there's 16 needles, so you're only going to create 16 holes. But when you're able to glide it like that across the skin, it's moving up and down at 120 times per second. So therefore, 16 times 120 is 1,920 holes per second. So in less than 10 minutes, you're going to create over 1 million holes in the skin. So think about how well that's going to break up scar tissue and push in the biologics.
So how was the treatment for you? What was your experience?
No, ha sido buena porque antes tenía mucha sensación, mucho dolor, no tenía buen movimiento en las manos, y después del primer procedimiento mejoraron inmensamente. Por eso estamos aquí, para hacer una segunda ronda, a ver si mejoran más.
Yes. So, and then you had a lot of pain, which you talked about.
Yeah.
Okay, so did the pain go away completely?
Completely.
Completely. Okay.
The itch.
And the itch and the pain.
Yeah.
Okay. And the scar tissue, you were able to move your hands better. Okay.
Now it's 100% moving.
Okay. Which his movement was restricted before. So typically we say there's nothing for scar tissue. That's the end of the road. That's the end of the line. But now we really have something special to offer the patients. So he had this treatment 2 years ago, and now we are getting to a point where we think he's plateaued, and we're going to now give him another dose of his own tissue, the fat tissue, combined with the PRP. So we're looking forward to it. I think we've made a big impact on his life, and we've really helped him a lot with a technology that is, otherwise not really available to most patients. So it's our hope and our goal that this will become more of a standard of care, and so these patients who have these horrific scar tissue burns and injuries, that we'll be able to say, it's not the end of the line, it's not the end of the road. We actually have something that we can maybe make that scar tissue disappear. And for us to say as plastic surgeons that we're going to make scar disappear is like, it's like is it magic? Is it real? But the pictures really tell the story, and the patients also tell the stories very well. So this is the Dermapen, which is used a lot in the cosmetic industry to basically microneedle product into the skin. So we found that microneedling helps with the texture and the quality of the skin, but then we found that if you put biologics on top and then you microneedle the biologics into the skin, it works very, very well in the aesthetic world. So now, for the very first time, we're going to try to put we're going to put adipose and platelet-rich plasma, Nanofat and PRP underneath, and then we're going to use the Dermapen to actually create little tracks to be able to put the biologic in on the surface. So then we're going to use PRP on the surface, we're going to use Nanofat on the surface, and we're going to use a combination of Nanofat and PRP. And this is the first time we have done many cases. We put all the biologic underneath the skin with a cannula, so we really have done nothing to the surface of the skin. So this is where the Dermapen is going to be. I think it's going to be very exciting for us from a reconstructive purpose, bringing something from the aesthetic world that is already very well established that we use frequently in aesthetics, and now bringing this into the world of regenerative medicine. So you got in? Round 2. You ready? All right, my friend. Here we go. Here we go.